I look at a lot of stuff different now, especially in being self-sufficient. Because when you look at a lot of things in which we pay for, we can actually technically do it ourselves, and it'll be cheaper. And it can also be something that we learn ourselves. Because when you really think about it, YouTube technically shows you, will show you how to do any and every motherfucking thing. For instance, car maintenance. We all have car troubles. But do you know how actually a lot of those things is not hard for you to actually do yourself? You'll take that car to a dealership or a mechanic. They were going to charge you outrageous prices, especially for the labor. And a lot of that stuff like changing your tires, doing your brakes and rotors, and changing your starter and your alternator and things of that. So all of that shit is relatively easy if you just do a little research and actually don't be scared to actually fucking do it. It's not hard. And that's just like for females. You like to get your hair done and you like to get your nails done. Why don't you learn how to do that for yourself? So therefore you don't have to be dishing out all that money. You can actually possess all these different trades yourself if you just take a little bit of time and effort to learn how to do the shit. For instance, like the barbershops. I went to the barbershop not too long ago. Well, yeah, probably about 2, 3 years ago. No, 2 years ago. And that nigga just, I got locks. So you see, that nigga just edged me up and taping my sides and my back. And that nigga charged me like, what, I think it was like $45 for that shit. I was like, oh, no, sir. That was the last day that I went to a barbershop and let somebody edge me up. And the audacity of that nigga to be sitting there with his hand open like he wanted a motherfucking tip. Gave his ass a tip, alright. Be cheaper. Fuck out of here. I learned how to do this shit myself, so therefore I edge myself up. Now I don't have to worry about going up there and getting taxed. I have to ask for this service. Just things around the house. You can do these things yourself. Learn how to do a lot of shit by yourself and watch how the money that you have begin to increase because you're not dishing it out on for somebody else to do it for you. Maybe it's because nowadays we're lazy and we'd rather somebody else do it than us. But as you can see, with the way in which the economy is right now, a lot of people are going to actually go back to doing things themselves instead of going to somebody else and have somebody else do the service for them. So why wouldn't you want to have these trades under your belt already? Just by simply getting on YouTube and researching how to do it on the exact same car that you have, and just go out there and do it. See, for me, the first time I did something like on my car, it was fucking brakes. And a lot of people would not do brakes. But had to bleed the motherfucking lines as well. Yep. Changed the brakes, rotors, and bled the brake lines. How much the brakes and rotors was about? 2 something? Yeah, about 2 something. So that's all I technically paid to get that done. It was for the actual parts itself. Now, if you take that to a mechanic, that 200 and what, 40 something dollars that I paid, you gonna end up paying about what, 5, 6, $700 for a brake job. Learn to be self-sufficient. Learn how to do shit yourself. Stop spending unnecessary money.